We are back on the ML Sports Platter. I suppose I should do this at the start of it, right? With Matthew Gutchess, the Awakening Angler. We're bringing him back to talk Walleyefest, SU Hoops, and a heck of a lot more. Appreciate you jumping back in 2026. Nice to see you. Nice full beard. You look clean, healthy. You've seen the West Coast. What's up, my dude?
Oh, have I seen the West Coast is right, man. Mike, it's great to be back. Thank you very much. A lot of stuff happening today.
A little bit.
It's that time of year. I mean, I'll jump right into mine. Like Walleyefest, Oneida Lake is back. This is our 4th year. May 2nd and 3rd this year. It's a Saturday, Sunday as always. Opening weekend of walleye season on Oneida Lake. And a little different this year. We're going to be selling tickets starting next week on the 15th or 16th, right around that date. We will be selling in-person cash-only tickets at a number of locations already. We have a few that are signed up to be selling tickets. So we're not doing any technology this year. We had the people spoke, and so I changed the format, and we will be doing it old school this year. Okay. Very old school with a paper ticket. Go to your local tackle shops and other local businesses. I'll have a list of where the tickets can be purchased in person. Go support our local businesses, all of our great tackle shops in Central New York. I mean, it's a big deal. Spring is here, spring fishing, and even though I'm not in New York right at the moment, I know the weather is breaking. The ice is probably on its way out. People are starting to think about their boat and open water, and we're the biggest event of the season, first weekend.
Yeah, boy, old school is right. So you could take that ticket stub and you could do what I've done all around the man cave here. I've got my man cave, right? I got ticket stubs going all around the place, right? And I got things all over the place. So you could take that is old school. I like it. You get that hard copy ticket and you could put it right on your wall as a memo, man. I love it.
Well, and yeah, you that ticket will get you to where you can go and enter your fish into the contest. Yep. We have different colleges, SUNY schools from around the area, with students in the fisheries and biology department that are going to be manning 3 measuring stations.
Wow.
Oneida Shores, South Shore Boat Ramp, and Godfrey Point in Cleveland. So we'll have somebody there in attendance for all 36 hours. As soon as you catch your fish, you can bring it right to us. We're on the water, so you can come by boat or by vehicle. Cool. And the biggest thing is the fish has to be alive in order to be entered. If it's dead, it doesn't count.
Gotcha. Get your tickets, as Matt said, at the respective locations, obviously, and of course, you can follow the YouTube page, right? The Awakening Angler, all over the place on Facebook and YouTube. Follow, subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff as we're here on the platter with a proud sponsor of the show here, the Awakening Angler. I know you mentioned, kind of gave a little bit of it with what people are doing, thinking this time of year before, your big event and as the weather starts to break. Are there any changes that fishermen make year to year, strategically based on when the weather breaks, how it breaks, if it warm to cold, cold to warm, break early, break late? We have crazy weather here. Is there anything you do, others do from a strategic standpoint based on changes, weather, things back into season? Is there anything that you look at differently? I mean, it's a skill. So do you do anything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I think like any skill, the more you do it, the better you get at it. For me, like if I was back in New York right now, I would probably have already had my boat out on Lake Ontario, somewhere trolling for early brown trout, just to get the dust knocked off, so to speak. You're back in the water, you're back in your boat, you start to retouch everything, reorganize. But, April 1st, trout season, inland trout season open, so there's that. To get out and really just to get back to doing it, because then I don't know that. Listen, if you don't have any choice, you don't have any choice. But I don't want the first time I get on the water to be opening day of walleye season. I want to have already been in my boat and messed around with it and make sure everything works. I want to have already been out fishing, and again, had everything working and doing, and that way you can identify any issues. Because the biggest issue typically from off season to back on season is your boat, especially if you're a boat owner. You got to make sure that when you put it away, you did the right thing. When you took it out, yada yada, that it starts. I mean, how many people have had their derby or their opening weekend cut short because the boat won't start at 6 o'clock in the morning on opening day because that's the first time you tried to start it.
Gotcha.
Boat maintenance is huge. A lot of local marinas that can help you get your boat ready for the start of the season. My sponsor, Krenzer Marine in Sodas Point, they're a full service StarCraft dealer, but they have a full service repair and facility on site. So they do all of that stuff, getting the boat out of winterization, getting it ready to go. Like that's my biggest thing. That, and I like to go out and get the boat uncovered and bring in a couple boxes of tackle and just start touching things, and going through and making your list of what you may need to replenish, or sometimes it gives you ideas what maybe you want to throw this kind of thing a little more, and you go do a little off-season research. You watch a few videos, whether it's drop shotting or jigging, it doesn't matter. There's a video out there in the YouTube world for everything.
Sure. Kind of like a smell, touch, feel, get it back going a little bit. All right. Final minute or so I have with you. If you can, you need to take 2 minutes, do your thing. I know you love your SU sports. As we record this, Adrian Autry out as head basketball coach. They still got to hire an AD. They got to hire a new head coach. You're a fan. You watch the games. You go to the games. You've been a psycho fan for decades at this point. Just immediate reaction. This is going to air obviously days from now, but just immediate reaction. And do you have anything in mind what you hope to? Obviously, there's a guy by the name of Jerry McNamara that's got just a wee bit of potential right now going on, and a wee bit of hype and a momentum, let's say, with Siena in the tournament.
It's funny you bring him up. I bleed orange. I have since I was a child. I remember the very end vaguely of Louie and Bowie, but I started really when Pearl came, and I was like 10, 11 years old, and SU hoops was everything. And I said in one of my videos just the other day, a lot of Central New Yorkers got through a long, cold winter looking forward to a game every couple days to take you out of that. And not only that, every game we used to play, we had the expectation of winning. And I follow Derek Coleman online, and I think of some of these. Every once in a while, he'll put up a highlight or a picture from a game, and I miss Syracuse having that appeal and that those glory days. And you look at other teams and they go through coaching changes and they stay right at that top level, I don't know why we didn't. As far as Red goes, I think he's a wonderful man. He's been a great player, coach, an ambassador for Syracuse University. Anybody that says anything bad about him, that's just so short-sighted. Whatever the issues were, whatever got us to this point, it didn't work, and we're going to move on. And my guess would be, and I don't know the man personally, my guess would be he kind of is like, well, I get it, I wish him all the best in whatever that is. I don't know. You said Jerry, GMAC. Some reason they didn't give it to him to begin with. Now he's went and proved himself, but I think I don't know if you can bring him back. Maybe you can because it's him, but the article I read this morning said they're looking outside the family, quote unquote. I don't know. And that's if he wants to come back to this. I'm sure that Siena is not his end goal, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think it'll be an open search, but I mean, they'll consider Jerry too. Let's, going outside the family and looking, they'll still consider Jerry McNamara. You have to at least, and it'll be wide open. Any final word here on the event? Social plugs? Anything you want to wrap up with here in the last few seconds, Matt?
Yeah, I'll stay SU. I'd love to see him come back, Jerry. He's on the Mount Rushmore of Syracuse University. with just the way he always was. And he's a winner, and he was from a high school kid to where he is now. So, but I would like to see an exhaustive search, I think, just so all of us that trudge up to the Dome every couple nights to see games and pay the tickets and the beers and all that. I'd like to see that whoever they bring in is either really well known to us family wise or has proven they can win somewhere else.
Matt Gutchess, our guest, the Awakening Angler, of course. Walleyefest coming up big time, real fast, awesome event, the event, and all things fishing with Matt. Go subscribe, follow, rate, review on all the social platforms, and get your tickets.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
No doubt. Old school tickets this year, baby. I love it. And you can stick that stub right on your wall and keep it as a memento. Just like you did 45 years ago with all those SU tickets, man. I know you did that. I know you. You can't fool me, buddy.
No. I'll do you one better. In the days before ESPN, I used to go make a point to go get the Syracuse Post-Standard the next day, every day after the game, to get the sports section. Because if it wasn't on TV or if you didn't listen to it, you had to go read the sports section.
Yep. Well, it's been great to have you back on. Thank you for your support. I look forward to teaming up. I'll be all over your channels, sharing everything. Enjoy your time, and we'll catch up soon, man. All right?
Thank you, Mike. Have a great day.